Hello and welcome to the New England Sports Center. Just 5 minutes behind schedule of an amazing testament to our ACHA staff to keep us on time here at Rink 4 for the ACHA Men's Division III National Tournament. The big game of the day here in this rink. Its winner moves on to the semifinals. It's the Michigan Wolverines taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks here in the final game of pool play for these two teams. Both teams 2-0. One needs a victory, and they move on to the semifinals. Hello again, everybody. Matt Gibby alongside Austin Grass. We got a good one for you. Michigan, Arkansas. We're underway here with 20 minutes up on the board in the first period. Ready to go here at Marlborough, Massachusetts. The New England Sports Center is the place. Opening shot, Arkansas takes it. It's Wilson, Zach Wilson, that is, as we welcome in my broadcast partner, Austin Grass. And Austin, we have a really good game ahead of us.
We sure do. We saw this Michigan team last night, Matt, and they snuck by with a win against Florida Gulf Coast University. And coming in 2-0, facing Arkansas, it's going to be a real battle, real tough one. Both these teams obviously want this one. They need this one, and I'm excited to see how this one shapes out.
Grass into the offensive zone. Looking for some movement. This Michigan offensive attack. Now Arkansas lifts it back out. Looking for something as Callis couldn't find it. And there's going to be a face-off coming in the Arkansas offensive zone. Starting goaltender for this Michigan Wolverine. It's the man between the pipes for the third time. He's played in both pool games. Anthony Remick, and Remick has been absolutely incredible this pool play.
Yeah, I started both games, like you said, Matt, and he's only given up 2 goals. He has a .970 save percentage, and we saw him last night, as we said, and he was just terrific. He was a brick wall in between the pipes. Didn't let up much. I think he let up 1 goal last night.
1 goal, that's it.
And that was the difference in that one. So he's been outstanding for them, and he's going to have a big night because Arkansas is going to come out firing here to test them early.
We just saw the two teams both these squads have faced. It was Oakland and Florida Gulf Coast. Here's a breakaway. Saved by Remick, sliding to his right. That shot came off of the stick of Kyle Cruz.
Oh, right on cue. We just talked about how good he is, and another chance here.
Breakaway. Misses the open net. That was the likes of Trevor Callis. Michigan trying to get on the board here early. Both teams exchanging breakaways that don't come away with a goal. What a game we are in store for here if we're seeing early chances like that. Already just 2 minutes gone. Both teams have had golden opportunities to put one in the back of the net and nothing coming of it because these goaltenders are so good. Haven't even gotten a chance to talk about the starting goaltender for the Arkansas Razorbacks. That is none other than Sam Hines, who has been incredible in these pool plays as well. Maybe not as good, but he's been really good for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah, he has number 26 between the pipes for them. The Razorbacks, both games, he's only given up 6 goals, and he has an .867 save percentage. So Remick hasn't beat a little bit, but make no difference. These are 2 great goaltenders, and they're going to have big nights if they want to walk away with a win for their team.
Arkansas and Michigan, obviously in pool play, both faced Oakland and Florida Gulf Coast.
For the fans that are tuning in and watching it
Imagine
with us.
There's a lot of screens going on for the
imagine.
Razorbacks. Michigan, they just lost to Vanderbilt in the NIT. So this hockey squad trying to help out the play. Plentiful chances for both, as there's a block on the side by Michigan, and then a big hit reversed back by Michael North. He's not.
Yeah, Michael North, a big body there, 5 goals, 10 assists. He's been terrific for this team, but a great defender.
Confirmed with 15:07 left to go in the first period of play. Mentioned it. Winner goes on to the semifinal. Here they'll be representing Pool C. "11 goals in this tournament. Michigan has put together 7. But they've only given up 2. Arkansas has given up 6. Between the blue zone. Still battling for it. 13:20 left to go here in this first period of play. Michigan, Arkansas doing battle in the middle of the ice. Wolverines find it. Wells tried to send it into the offensive zone, not able to. Zhang coming to help out. It's on the half wall. Players kicking away at it, trying to free it up, and now it is. Arkansas will get it back on the stick of Chris Jones. Back into the middle. Now Arkansas whips it around the half wall. Remick thought about playing it, but he goes back between his crease. McAtee, the defenseman, who is a very offensive defenseman, back behind. Zhang clears it away.
That was a good save by Remick as that puck came in, and the defenseman, Sam Alfred, was kind of in the way, blocking him from really seeing that puck, but a good adjustment by Remick, able to stay poised in between the net and make a nice save.
12:12 left to go here in the first period of play. Arkansas has an offensive zone face-off here. Watch out for number 25, Cameron McAtee. He had, at the end of the regular season, in 30 games played, he's played in every single game so far this season, 40 goals, 43 points, and he's added on top of that. McAtee has 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament.
Yeah, just an incredible, you can tell he's their leading goal scorer. He's the guy that they are going to rely on for the majority of this game for goal scoring. And, you know, if they get in a position where they need him late, like, he's going to be a very, very big piece for this Arkansas Razorbacks team.
11:43 left to go here in this first period of play. Back behind. Arkansas lifts it up. Michigan back with it. Cummings has it at his own blue line, goes to the other blue line, needs a little bit of help, and now he gets it with the likes of Andrew Beggs. Beggs sends it back over. Into the offensive zone go the Wolverines. Arkansas takes it right on back. Griffin, Sawara. We'll figure that out at some point.
Tongue twister.
It is, but he's a good player, Sugar Sawara is. He's got 24 goals at the end of the regular season. He also has a goal in this tournament. Beggs with it for the Wolverines. Tries to cross the ice pass. He does. It goes to James Newton. Newton loses it at the blue line in front of the Arkansas bench. The linesman's skate gets in the way and it's tied up in the middle of the ice. Launch back in. Michigan goes for a change here with 10:50 left to go in the first period of play. 0-0 is our score, and that is really the expectation here in this game. It's going to take a really good play to get a goal on the board.
Yeah, especially with those goaltenders that we highlighted. It's going to take a really good offensive possession, maybe a penalty, power play goal or something that's really going to be the difference in this one.
Puck was on the one spot of sunlight poking through the window onto the rink 4 here at the New England Sports Center. A great facility to be hosting this ACHA matchup. All divisions in play at the same exact time. Every division has their own sheet of ice, and some of them even have 2. Like this Division 3, the men's Division 3 using 2 sheets of ice, rink 4 and 5 for their pool play. Division 2 using 7 and 8 for the men's side. Division 1 using rink 1. Women's D1 is using rink 2, as well as in some cases rink 5, but women's D2 primarily using rink 5 and rink 6. 8 sheets of ice, 2 smaller sheets of ice that you can use for training here at the New England Sports Complex, and just a great place for hockey, an atmosphere that has brought in over 80 teams, 115 games over the course of about a week.
Yeah,
and it's been awesome.
It's amazing. When you come here and you look at the parking lot and you're like, I don't think there's a spot for me because this place is just packed, the fan bases from every team, and everyone just hangs out all weekend, watches hockey, supports their team. It's just a great thing put on here in Marlboro for the ACHA National Championship. One of the best crowds to date here on the overhang, the porch as we've been calling it, in rink number 4. 9:40 left to go. 3-on-1, backhand shot and a save by Haynes. Michigan still has possession of it. Back at the blue line, another shot in front, blocked in front by the Arkansas Razorbacks. Still sent in. Wolverines, the captain with it. Cure coming. He sends it into the middle of the ice for Beggs. Beggs into the offensive zone. Long pass over to the far side of the ice with Gare. Gare sends it back. Intercepted by Cumming. Cumming whiffs one in, and it just missed to the side of the net, the left side of that net. 9 minutes left to go here in the first period of play. A scoreless affair. Michigan back into the middle, but it stays behind the net. Still looking for an outlet pass. Now they have it. Cumming fakes the shot, turns into the pass. Puck still loose. Arkansas swipes it to the boards. That was McAtee making a great defensive play, the 5th-year senior. Good play there from Michigan. Cummings with the shot and Logan Gare with the redirect, but a really good pad save there from the goaltender. Keeps this one tied at 0s. Cumming took a shot that went over top of the net here with 8:35 left to go. Michigan starting to feel themselves offensively and really gathering themselves in that offensive zone. Michigan offsides now, so Arkansas is going to get it back. Arkansas pushes it over. Icing called off here, so it has to be played by North. North puts on the brakes, has some Razorbacks coming in on him. It was Matthew Edristand. Arkansas still with it. On the far side, swept from underneath was Cameron Chapman. He lost possession of it. 7:55 left to go here in the first period of play. Arkansas still looking. Now they're on the offensive attack. Chapman takes a shot. Remick just hits it with a stick. It goes up into protective netting, and we'll see a face-off here with 7:48 left to go in the first. Still no penalties yet from either team. Been a very fast-moving first period, it feels like. And this is going to be our first media timeout here. with 7:48 left to go in this first period.
Media timeout, and we have every period around the 10-minute mark is what the rule of thumb has been for the officials today. Is we'll see a media timeout. Has to be on an even strength whistle, can't be on an icing, and isn't supposed to be on the start of a power play. We have seen it called a couple of times, but either way, it's a good time about that halfway point to figure out what your team is doing. And Michigan right now has had the momentum, but Arkansas just showed us they can get going at any point.
Yeah, they really can. Both teams look like they can control the game at whatever point that they want to, that they can get it going. But I feel like either team can really match that as well. And Michigan really poised defensively, but I think Arkansas is going to be able to match that, and it's going to be a battle between these two teams. We'll see how it shapes out, but very fast-moving first period. It seems like not a whole lot of stopping.
Arkansas Razorback faithful have been loud and noisy. Michigan still trying to answer them, about half and half. Honestly, I'd argue there's more Arkansas fans here. Shot in, save right off of the shot from Romero. Romero doesn't have a goal this season. The defenseman known for making plays at the blue line. Michigan wins the face-off. Place has it. Place still looking for it. Now it's back on the near side over to Callis. Callis across his own blue line. Long stretch pass over. DeVries with it. Puts on a move. He scores on a backhanded shot. The breakaway and a goal from Owen DeVries. His second of the tournament and 13th of the season.
What an excellent lead pass here. I believe it came from Monaco, number 2. It came from Connor Chi, 27, and went right up to Owen DeVries. He found him on the blue line, a breakaway opportunity. DeVries puts the move on it, buries it, 1-0 Michigan.
With 7:28 left to go in the first period of play, Michigan holds the 1-0 lead as the spot in the semifinals is on the line. Quick shot off. It hits off the blocker of Remick. DeVries' goal, the difference so far. Give him 3 points in this tournament. Beggs chasing after it, lifts a stick, tries to get it back, not able to as James Newton comes in for the artillery reload. Back to the near side. Zach Wilson was battling for it. Wilson, yesterday, he leads this team in goals. He has it now, knocks it to the boards. He'll just try and get it out of the zone. Instead goes deeper into his own zone, and then it's knocked out. Michigan quickly takes it back, have to check up, nobody at home. They'll go for a line change. Arkansas will get it back in the midst of a change. Wilson now finds it again, like I mentioned, leads this team in points, has 5 of them, 3 goals, 2 assists. He's up there in the D3 tournament category for leader in goals. The leader has 6, he has 3, so just behind him. 6:12 left to go here in the first period of play. Michigan an early 1-0 lead here on Hockey TV. Goal scorer Owen DeVries with the one to put him on top. Michigan back on their heels. Arkansas into the offensive zone. Still looking for something as Remick has a puck slide in front of him. He elects to cover, and a good decision with Arkansas cracking down.
Yeah, Michigan kind of, after that goal, really setting the tone defensively as well. They've done a great job at keeping the puck out of their zone, and they're still continuing to put pressure on Arkansas, wearing them out on defense. And if they continue that all game long, Arkansas could probably see them start to get fatigued with the way that Michigan is pushing up the pace here.
And essentially what is a quarterfinal matchup. 2-0 versus 2-0. Winner moves on to the Final Four. Shelton almost lost his footing, able to hang on to it. Now he makes a long pass over, and it's on the far side with Monaco. Monaco takes a wrister, hits off the pads of Haynes, and back onto the far side boards. Michigan trying to find it. Monaco does. He's on the corner. Goes and leaves it. Now he needs a little bit of help. Pinned along the half wall is Zhang. Zhang loses it to the far side, and with 5 minutes left to go, Arkansas clears their zone. Long pass for Rambor. Rambor grabs it for the Wolverines after the Arkansas dump, and Michigan will try and break out. Taken away on side play, just barely was the Arkansas skate, and they'll keep playing on. Long shot from beyond the blue line by Hershey, and it goes into the protective netting, so we'll see a face-off at center ice. There's one piece of sunlight shining through on the far side, and it has moved ever so closer to the near side boards. With every moment the sun goes down a little bit more. Just an interesting tidbit for you folks at home if you care to know where the sunlight is. That one almost hit off the elbow of Remick and went into the net, but it just missed.
The puck was bouncing around, and it kind of got Remick right up under the shoulder and hit him on the elbow, and he's fortunate that it didn't take a bad bounce in the back of the net.
Callis into the offensive zone, looking for an outlet pass, has it with DeVries. DeVries the lone goal scorer here with 4:10 left to go. DeVries takes a shot again, tries to go short side bar down, but this one just misses, and we'll see a face-off in the offensive zone. Michigan doing a good job so far of using their defense to turn it into offense. Another shot off the side. Newton knocked it into the offensive zone. To the near side. Newton takes it away in the neutral zone. Long stretch pass over to Beggs. Beggs, wrister off, side of the net, hit off the net and goes out. Now it's going to be cleared off the roof. So we'll see a face-off in the offensive zone. Michigan had a chance to make it 2-0.
Yeah, they did, and a good opportunity there, and Michigan able to generate more offense opportunities here, and they definitely won the battle offensively here in this first period, but Arkansas's hanging around. They're getting chances themselves, but I think ultimately Michigan has just come out with a little more intensity and getting a little more opportunities here to score, and that's why they lead 1-0.
Slap shot off the chest pad of Haynes, and Michigan still has it. In front of the net, Arkansas has to try and clear it away. They're finally able to. Trevor McLean helps out and gets it out of their own zone. Back into their defensive zone go the Wolverines. They're hanging on to it, still have control of it. Over to Beggs. Beggs tips it into the offensive zone. Another shot in. It's off the pad of Haynes, and another cover with 3:02 left to go in the first period of play. If you missed it, Owen DeVries scored with 7:28 left to go in the first period of play just a couple minutes ago, and it was a beautiful shot in by DeVries. He made a move and took a backhanded shot over the leg pad.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The breakaway opportunity for DeVries, made a move on the goalie and able to bury it. His second goal here in pool play, and he also has an assist to go with it. So give him 3 points to start this tournament.
Michigan on their defensive side of the puck. Arkansas trying to pressure. It's been a little bit of a dump and chase here early with the pressure that the Wolverines have put on. We'll see an icing call here on the Wolverines. It'll bring it all the way back to the right side of the ice, and Arkansas will get an offensive zone faceoff, something they've been trying to establish here early.
Yeah, they really have, and trying to get some sort of opportunity to get into the net, and I think a face-off here in your own zone is a great way to start. You win the face-off and maybe start figuring out how you can get your offense flowing here, because it seems like when they get into Michigan's zone, it's kind of like one and done. They haven't really had a whole lot of opportunities to keep getting pucks on the net.
Remick moved, and he's so good about getting around screens. There's a one in front of him, but he sits low in his butterfly and angles himself around, keeping himself as square as possible to the puck. Arkansas back over. Long stretch pass over to McAtee. McAtee just elects to dump it in a little bit further, down below the goal line now. Needing a little bit of help here is Cruz. Cruz gets it back. McAtee steps up, and then it falls outside of the blue line. Arkansas still has it. Michigan elected to take a quick change. Cruz to McAtee. McAtee one-timer. Saved by Remick with the leg pad. Turnover, though. Backhand shot. No, it's whiffed away. Ramber couldn't get a good stick on it. Arkansas almost took advantage of the turnover. This one is sent out of play. Michigan just trying to get all the pressure from Arkansas off.
Great extension there with the pad. The right side of the pad save there from Remick, and he was doing that all day last night and already starting off the same way he did. And he's been hot in this tournament. We already highlighted the .970 save percentage, and that's why right there.
Oftentimes in tournaments like this one, it's not the team that has the hot offense or is scoring the most. It is the team that is riding a hot goaltender, and right now the Wolverines are doing just that.
Yeah, and if they can get that and they mix it with some good offense, they're going to be a really dangerous team. If they can win this one and then go into the semifinals, if they can find some sort of groove offensively and Remick plays the way he has been, they're going to be a very dangerous team, that's for sure.
Pool winners beware. The winner of Pool C, no matter who it is, Arkansas or Michigan, they are good and they can beat you. Back into the middle. Beggs with it. Leaves it up for Newton. Newton loses his footing. Chips it over to Beggs. Beggs got to move. Takes a shot and a save by Haynes. Wow, what a play by Sir James Newton to get it over to Beggs.
Unbelievable. He tripped on his own self, and you can see he's kind of frustrated, but unbelievable play. He went down on his knees, and he was able to flip that one up right over the defender's sticks and right into the breadbasket of Beggs, and Beggs just unable to finish. A great save by the goaltender, but boy, what a play and a heck of an effort there between Beggs and James.
Who would know that a Newton understands how gravity works?
Yeah, right?
Just laid it in perfectly with the apple.
The atom doesn't fall too far. What is it? The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Something like that.
I promise that will be the only Isaac Newton joke I make. Maybe. 29 seconds left in this.
Oh, boy, that's a...
Wow, what a hit into the boards, and the arm immediately went up, and we'll see if this turns into more than just a 2-minute minor. It is Ethan Motor who's heading to the box, and with a 1-0 lead, a bad penalty on that hit.
Yeah, he'll be lucky if it's just a minor. That was a pretty aggressive play on the boards, and see if they get him for cross-checking. I think it's just going to be a 2-minute. It is, so fortunately you just come out with a 2-minute minor because that was an ugly hit.
Boarding looked to be the call. Was the correct one. Saw the numbers and still elected to take the hit. That's the rule. If you see the back of the offensive player, if you see their numbers, you got to lay off.
Yep.
So Michigan on their first power play today with 18 seconds left in the first period. They'll be able to carry this over into the second period of play. They have one chance here in the final waning seconds. Shot, save with 5 seconds left to go on the clock and 1:40 left in the man advantage. Michigan yesterday against Florida Gulf Coast, 1 for 3 on the power play. And as the intermission comes to an end, Michigan was back on their heels, and they'll take a 1-0 lead into the intermission with 1:35 left to go on a man advantage. And so far, this game is living up to its expectations.
Yeah, it really has. A great first period from both teams. Michigan obviously leading on the scoreboard 1-0, but Arkansas has shown a lot of resilience after that goal and keeping themselves around, generating a lot of offense themselves. So shaping up to be a great second and third period, and can't wait to get back into it.
You're watching the ACHA Men's Division III National Tournament here on Hockey TV. And when we come back, the second period of action, 40 minutes left in what has been an exciting matchup between the University of Michigan and the University of Arkansas. We'll be right back on Hockey TV. Welcome back here to the New England Sports Center. We got a good one shaping up for you here. Winner moves on to the semifinals in the ACHA Men's Division III Championship, the national tournament. Second period about to get underway. Michigan already leads Arkansas by a score of 1-0. Matt Kibbe, Austin Grass with you here on Hockey TV.
We'll see how Michigan comes out of this intermission. They're on the power play here to start. A minute and a half left on this power play and trying to look some way to extend this lead.
1-0 the score. Like you mentioned, Michigan on the power play. They were 1 for 3 yesterday against Florida Gulf Coast University in their 3-1 victory. That one power play goal came in the last goal. It was the third goal of the contest for the Wolverines, and it sealed the deal for Michigan. Long pass over, Gare with it. Slices through, goes all the way to the far side of the ice with Connor Shee. She whiffs on it, and then it's sent down, and Arkansas will get it clear here with a minute left on the man advantage for the Wolverines. Stretch pass, doesn't go. Remick has to stop it behind his net. Michigan needs a breakout play. 40 seconds left in the advantage. On the far side of the ice. In with speed goes Gare. Gare has it behind the net, still loses it for a moment. Now she with it once again. Passes it back over. Gare lifts it to the far side. Now it's in that corner. Now back on the stick of the Wolverines. The tape-to-tape pass looking for the middle of the ice. It gets caught in the stick of the Razorback, and as Place takes a shot, it misses short side. 10 seconds left in the advantage for the Wolverines, trying to capitalize on a 1-0 lead they already got, courtesy of an Owen DeVries goal. Time expires as Arkansas clears the puck. And Michigan 0 for 1 on the power play.
Yeah, mistake there from Michigan. They thought the defensemen were going to be closer to the boards and put too much on it where they got it out of their own zone, and time expires. They go 0 for 1, like you said, Matt, on the power play.
Now just 2 minutes gone here in the second period of play. Again, 1-0 the score in a win or go home situation. Icing is going to be the call on the Wolverines. The Wolverines 2-0, Arkansas 2-0. Florida Gulf Coast was 0-2. Oakland 0-2 as well. They ended up finishing Florida Gulf Coast ended up finishing 0-3. Oakland finishes 1-2. That was the game just before this one. We still got one more game left here on rink number 4. That's the 8:15 game between Notre Dame and Grand Valley State University. Grand Valley State, if they win that game, they move on to the semifinals. If they lose and Notre Dame wins, well, Purdue sneaks their way into the semifinals. Shot in. Based on the current seeding, as Michigan will see a face-off in the left wing side, it would be the winner of Pool C, so either Michigan or Arkansas here, against the winner of Pool B, either Grand Valley State or Purdue.
Yeah, and I haven't got a chance to see Grand Valley State. Can imagine that it's a pretty good program. They're 2-0, but we saw Purdue earlier today, and I think Purdue would hang right in there with these guys, and that would be a fun one as well. So really good couple of games here, and then if Purdue ends up making it or Grand Valley State, you got to expect it's going to be a fun semifinals when we get to that time on Monday.
This pool was really probably one of the harder ones to have a favorite in. Arkansas and Michigan were both up there as the favorite, but it could go either way on which one would end up winning the pool. The shocking thing was in Pool B, Notre Dame was a heavy favorite to win that one.
Yeah.
And then Purdue upset them yesterday, and now Grand Valley State has a chance to go all the way to the semifinals.
It's crazy what March can do, Matt.
Very much so. Very much so. College athletics in March just go together.
Yep. Best time of the year. And even if you take Florida Gulf Coast University, and they barely lost to Michigan, and then they barely lost to Oakland, like they could have easily made their way in. It's that competitive, and it's that close of games, and it's just really great hockey to watch.
Strauss gets caught up in the boards. Arkansas gets it back on the far side of the ice. O'Dellin with it and then gives it up to McLean. McLean uses the boards to shuffle it into the offensive zone. On the far side of the ice in the corner, Michigan trying to get it out of their zone, and Remick has been lights out between the pipes for this team. He's only given up 1 goal in each of their games. He's saved almost 98% of shots he's faced. There's a big hit. Arkansas fans were happy about it. Michigan was looking for a penalty. Dellin takes a shot. Remick with a save off the leg pad. Using the pillows. Back in the middle of the ice. Now to the near side. McLean takes a shot. It's blocked in front of sprawling Kier Cumming.
That's a great block because Remick was on his left foot. He was trying to get over to the right side, but he was having a hard time doing it. And a great block by Cumming as that one goes into the netminder. But a great block, as I said, possibly saving a goal there on the other end.
Cumming ended up blocking that shot and then turned it all the way into offense, taking the shot on the other end. Some pleasantries exchanged between the two teams, and with 15:41 left to go, Michigan will see a left wing face-off. Michigan wins the face-off. Shot off the face-off, hit the side of the net. From that far left circle. Michigan pressing for the puck. They get it back. Muhammad back up to the point. And still down low. Baldwin now. He had a goal for this Wolverine team as there's an icing call on Arkansas. That's Frederick Baldwin, I should say. He's got 6 goals on the season, one of them again coming in this tournament. Team so good at staying with their opposition and trying to control the pace of play. We saw this yesterday against Florida Gulf Coast for the Michigan Wolverines. Arkansas did it against Oakland as well. There's a tie up and a hard spill by David Robinson. It turns into a penalty here on Kyle Patterson.
Yeah, I'm going to get Patterson with a hook there. A very easy one for the officials to call. His stick got him up high and dragged him down. So Patterson's going to go to the box for 2, and another Michigan power play coming with 14:54 left in the second period.
Their second of the game. Michigan not able to do a whole lot on their first one. It was split between 2 periods, but Arkansas did a really good job of clearing it.
Yeah, they really did. Michigan didn't have a whole lot of opportunities on that power play. Split up between the 2 periods, but we expected them to maybe come out with a game plan, and Arkansas did a great job at spoiling that and really limiting any chance Michigan had at scoring on the power play.
Shot in. It was tipped in front of the net by David Robinson, and then another save by Sam Haynes. Haynes, like we said about Remick on the other side, Haynes has been good on this side, only given the 1 goal so far back in the first period of play. .35 left to go here in period number 2. A minute 40 left on the power play. Shot on the side. Mohammed couldn't get a good stick on it. Now Robinson gives it back up to the point here with North. North settling with it at the blue line. Goes to Baldwin. Baldwin cross-ice pass into slot. Arkansas gets it back. They're going to take this one and start killing off the penalty with Kyle Cruz. Cruz lifts it over, trying to go up on the stick of Hershey, but it's taken away by the Wolverines. Wolverines knocking into the offensive zone. Ellis finds it. Ellis, long stretch in. There's 2 defenders going after it for the Razorbacks, and Remick comes out of his net to play it. A smart play by the young goaltender. Michigan's going to bring it out. DeVries, the lone goal scorer in this game, with under a minute to go in the man advantage. Kicking it back. Baldwin with it. Baldwin into the slot area. Nobody's there to grab it, but then it comes all the way back up to Muhammad at the point. He's at the right wing point. Slides it over to the far side. Plays down low looking for Baldwin. Hits off of a Razorback and stays in the offensive zone for the Wolverines. Working on the right faceoff circle. Big hit into the boards.
It was a good breakup by Odlin there to stick his wood out and able to break up any chance Michigan could get.
There's DeVries to Muhammad. Muhammad shoots. It's blocked in front by a diving Kyle Cruz. Arkansas PK unit's been on the ice for a long time. They still can't go for a change. 3 skaters left on an island. Back into the middle. Baggs couldn't hang on to it. Now McNamara, he just gifts it out and all the way over into the offensive zone for the Razorbacks. They're finally able to get fresh skates on the ice. All 4 skaters been out. As Newton goes into the left side. Zach Wilson finds it. Penalty is killed. Michigan 0 for 2 on the power play today. Good job once again by the Razorbacks, especially with Michigan creating more offensive chances. Bagg looking into the 1-on-2-on-1. Shot in a top shelf goal. That was Logan Gare for the Wolverines. What a shot and what a goal, his first of the tournament.
A quick 2-on-1 opportunity. Logan Gare had an option to make the pass. Instead, he took it himself and buried it over the left shoulder of Haynes. His first goal in the tournament. And Gare, his 12th goal on the season now, and 2-0 Michigan. What a goal for the Wolverines, and a big one here for Logan Gare and Michigan.
So a 2-0 lead here in the second period. Arkansas needing an answer here as the Razorbacks go into the offensive zone. This is what is known as a response shift. What do you do on the shift right after an opponent scores? Razorbacks get it back. Sugasarwa with it. Now Wilson into the offensive zone. Rister off the stick of a Wolverine, and we'll see a face-off here with 11:53 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, that was Michael North there defensively getting the stick out and breaking up that chance for Arkansas. But yeah, Matt, I don't know how they're going to respond down 2-0 now. Their penalty kill has been fantastic, which is something that you can look at as a positive note, but when it's 5-on-5 hockey, they just haven't been able to get any scoring chances.
They have an offensive zone face-off here. It's on the right circle, tied up in the middle dot, back up to the point. McAtee, one-timer, shot blockered away. Remick had a delayed response and was lucky to get a blocker on it.
Great save by Remick, able to get pipe to pipe and stick that blocker out, save the goal.
Dellin takes a shot, and it looks like we're going to have an offsides call here. It will be a neutral zone face-off on the near side. That was a really good chance, but that's one thing that Arkansas has been doing. It hasn't been sustained zone time as much as it's been quick shots and quick chances.
Yeah, and Remick has just been locked in since the first puck drop in the first period, and he shows it there. Great save.
Back behind the net. Welch trying to get it out with his Wolverines. Now Monaco with it. Monaco gets tied up, and Razorbacks get it back. Long pass to the far side, right in front of the penalty box. McAtee plays like a forward, but is listed as a defenseman. Odeline keeps it in, but then it just falls out off sides, and then they touched it right on the blue line, so we'll see an offsides call on the Razorbacks. It was a really close play and a good attempt to try and keep it in.
Yeah, Odlin and Estrada were trying to get that puck. Odlin reached out, but it just went over, and then Estrada tapped it back over, but it was too little too late in an offside call. So we'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone.
Michigan kicks it into the offensive zone. Onside play here. Robinson. Long pass over. Now back into the middle. Taking it off the side, kicking it into the near middle of the ice, and Michigan able to get it back. Long pass over to the near side. Can't hang on to it as Younts as he goes back to the far side, and Michigan is able to find it in the middle of the ice. Between the blue lines, Arkansas sends it in. It hits off of a skate and then goes into the offensive zone now as Remick paddles it away. Place trying to cut up, goes over to Robinson. Robinson has to dive to try and keep the puck in his possession, but he loses it. Arkansas at the blue line, can't hang on to it. Arkansas has not been able to enter the zone. It's lifted into the offensive zone for the Wolverines, and they'll go for a wholesale change. Long stretch pass in. Trying to stretch out for it was Kyle Cruz. He did prevent the icing, but the Michigan gets it right back. Hershey knocks it in. Michigan finds it once again. Coming with it behind the net, the captain for this young Wolverine squad. 9:40 left to go in this second period of play. Chi with it. Chi kicks it up to himself, and then it's taken away by Rogers. Puck behind, Michigan offside. They have to check up. They finally do. Arkansas still with it. The assistant captain, Ellis, has it. Number 86 crosses into the middle of the ice. Wrister blocked in front by Owen DeVries. Another shot. This one goes over top of the net.
Couple good blocks here from Michigan in the second period. They've been a really good job of getting in front of the puck and limiting those chances for Arkansas.
Michigan crossing over. Cummings into the offensive zone. Tries to get it around. He does. He has it looking for the middle of the ice and then poked away by Haynes. Arkansas still trying to grab it. Cummings tied up. And a little extra hit from Hershey as they were going after that puck. Ellis finds it. He lifts it out of the zone. Michigan right there to grab it. Michigan, like a bunch of hound dogs, not allowing Arkansas to escape.
They're a bunch of Wolverines.
Bunch of Wolverines. It's like the Sandlot when they went into the backyard and they felt like they couldn't escape.
Yeah.
That's how Arkansas feels right now. Backdoor shot. Haynes slides all the way over post to post, and that is his best save of the day, a big one.
A huge one. Just robbed James Newton there on the left wing. Newton had daylight. He had the red carpet rolled out for him, but Haynes was like, I don't think so. He rolled over there. Great save by Haynes. Keeps it a 2-score lead for Michigan.
Media timeout after the great save with 8:27 left to go here in the second period of play. All Wolverines so far. 2-0 is our score, Austin, and it has been a great game that has felt even closer than a 2-0 game.
Yeah, it really has. Back and forth, it's gone, and both teams a lot of good opportunities. But I think when you look at the difference, it's been Michigan on the defensive side, those block shots, and Remick behind the net has been terrific. And I think that's the difference in what's giving them the edge right now. Haynes has been great for Arkansas, but Michigan has earned those 2 goals. But Remick has just been so tough, and the defense of Michigan has really limited the chances for Arkansas, and I think that's the difference right now in this one, as midway through the second period.
Face-off is going to come in the left face-off circle of the Michigan offensive zone. 8:27 left to go here in this second period of play. The Arkansas faithful rallying behind the troops. Michigan wins the face-off, but it falls all the way back into the center ice circle, and they'll have to dump it in. McAtee with it on the far side. In the corner, has it pickpocketed by James Newton. Newton lifts his stick. Arkansas still can't clear. Newton still tied up with it along the boards. Newton has Beggs there trying to fish his stick in to get it back. Not able to. Cummings knocks it back in, but Arkansas gets it back. They have numbers now. Sugaswara with it. He sends it in, an errant pass that nobody was home for at the blue line. Michigan gets it back. 3-on-1 developing if they have the numbers. Over to Newton. Pass intercepted, and Sugaswara got in the way of it. McLean with it. McLean tries to lift a shot. It's blocked by the stick of Michael North. North leaves it for Newton. Newton, wrister, he scores! James Newton on the odd man rush goes over the shoulder of Sam Haynes.
Well, it started on the defensive end. They got the block over there. It led to a 3-on-2 over here, and James Newton went to his right side and flicked the puck up on the top left shelf right over the right shoulder of Haynes, buried it, and I believe that's his first goal as well in this tournament. So that's a 3-0 lead for Michigan. James Newton, a big goal here, some insurance midway through this second period, and Michigan is rolling here in the second.
2 goals in this second period of action. Logan Gare and now James Newton here as an early icing call and a hit by Arkansas. That's one thing they never stop doing, is they never stop their physicality, and that's what they're going to need here for the final 20 minutes and plus the rest of the second period.
Well, you know, in a winner-go-home situation and you're down 3-0, you begin to get frustrated with yourself, and the physicality even intensifies, and it gets even more physical out there. So we'll see how Arkansas responds, but you can definitely expect them not to be timid, and if anything, their physicality is just only going to get more and more increasing.
7:20 left to go here in this second period of action. Lifted. Michigan still trying to get it back. Arkansas needing some help. They finally have it. Estrada into the offensive zone. Leaving it. The Wolverines take it back. Watts tries to get it. Arkansas is offsides. They'll have to check back up, so Michigan will get a free entry into the offensive zone. Over to the far side. Monaco couldn't get to it. Now Michigan just takes a shot. It's blocked by an Arkansas Razorback. Now it's kicked up, staying with Ethan Motor. Motoring into the offensive zone. And then a sliding play by Monaco to get in the way of it. Still looking back. Michigan taking it down. Now they get it back. Arkansas on the fourth check. Stepping up from his defensive position was Ethan Rogers, trying to get in the way. Another shot and another save by Haynes. That shot came from Zach Muhammad.
What Michigan's done well, too, is on the defensive end, when they get a stop, they go full speed, up the ice, push the pace, and it's often led to an outnumbered rush by them, a 3-on-2 or even a 2-on-1, and that's generated a lot of their scoring opportunities and a lot of the goals here.
Another big hit on the board. It's Muhammad, finds it in the center of the ice. Muhammad, another shot, rebound. Arkansas grabs it and gets it to the boards. In with speed goes Kyle Patterson. Patterson into the middle of the ice. Arkansas really needing a goal here. It's tied up. All 5 Wolverines in front of the net. Puck still loose. And now the whistle blows, but the puck was never actually covered. It was just lost in the scrum.
Yeah, Remick went after it, but the puck came out, so he never really even had it. So I'm not sure why they blew the whistle, but they did anyway. So we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off in the Michigan defensive zone.
Watching ACHA Men's Division III hockey here on Hockey TV. Matt Kibbe, Austin Grass with you here for the rest of this one. Still one more game to come. Notre Dame against Grand Valley State. That's the 8:15 game. But right now, Michigan and Arkansas trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Into the middle. Lost in the corner, tied up on a referee's skate. Odeline sends it in. It's going to hit off the glass and stay in play. We'll play on. 5 minutes left to go in the second period of play. Callis trying to step up. This is our difficult spot to tell what is happening on the ice, but it is cleared out by the Wolverines and then sent back in by McAtee. Wrapping around, Cumming has it. Cumming just uses the glass to get it out. Oderline finds it, sends it back in. Teams trading possession with each other here, and then a long pass in. Numbers for the Wolverines, only for a moment while they go for a change. Someone took a spill, and icing's called off. Long pass. McAtee sends it back in. 25-25 on the other side with Ryan Romber. Sugaswara into the offensive zone for Arkansas. 4 minutes left to go here in this second period of play. Younts takes a shot. It hits off the skate of a Wolverine. Another shot, rebound by McLean. Hits off the face mask of Remick, stays out of the net. Younts down to McLean. McLean, wrister, and it slides past in the air of Remick. Puck back into the slot area. Again, nobody home for Arkansas as they keep trying to get it back into the middle of the ice. Michigan in the far side corner. Hits off the skate of an Arkansas defenseman, and they'll get it back in their own zone. In front of the goaltender, Haynes, leaving it on the middle of the ice, trying to bring it up with some speed is Romero. Romero crosses into the offensive zone, puts it back behind, and Romero behind the net first. Has it, gets it up to the point with Younts. Younts takes a shot, rebound in front of the net. Nobody there for the Razorbacks. Michigan able to get it along the half wall. Behind their own net, Michigan trying to break out. Nothing going so far for them. Logan Gare, one of the goal scorers here. He scored the second goal of the game. Gare with it once again. Tripped up. Nothing coming as Newton goes down. Arkansas gets it back, and then a big hit as they were trying to finish it. Another extra shove.
They had Newton wide open in the middle of that crease if they found him, but they just couldn't get their head around, and Newton was just sitting there. No defenders were near him, and he could have had a good opportunity.
Strauss has it along the boards, needs some help from Beggs. Beggs tries to swipe it across to the other side, but he whiffs on the attempt. Younts brings some ankles on his way around, and then he brings it to the near side boards. Crosses over his own blue line and then launches it on net. Remick is there. Remick sees a bouncing puck. It was a knuckler and a good chance to cover. That could have taken an Arkansas bounce.
Yeah, it definitely could have, and you've seen that in the pros a lot. There's been a couple times where goaltenders have let those slip through, and always got to throw the stick down, close the 5-hole up, but Remick does a nice job there and keeps it in his grasp. 3-0.
Down into the defensive zone go the Razorbacks. Robinson, the first one there for the Wolverines, though on the forecheck. Robinson looking for Alprin up at the top. Alprin sends it down low, has the likes of Muhammad up to Alprin again. He takes a wrister, it misses on the glove side wide. Minute 45 left to go here in this second period of play. Robinson back into the middle, looking for Mohammed. Nobody there. Arkansas able to grab it, though. Mohammed takes it away. A little pickpocket action, and then another goal. Frederick Baldwin, his second of the tournament. It is 4-0 Michigan.
And that was a good credit there all to Mohammed. He was able to make that defensive poke check, grab the puck, fire it on net. A juicy rebound for Baldwin. Picked it up and fired it in there, and Haynes had no chance after he went down on the initial shot by Mohammed. So Baldwin, his second goal, like you said, Matt, 4-0, and the Wolverines are sitting pretty here.
If you told me before the game that going in with 96 seconds until the third period, there would be 4 goals in this game, I would have told you I don't believe you. Yeah. If you had told me only one team would have scored all 4 of those goals, I would have told you not a chance.
Well, the first period was pretty much even. It was a dead battle, and both these teams were pretty much even going into it, and through that first period, Michigan obviously the 1 goal, but this second period has been all Michigan, and they have just been rolling. 3 goals in the second period, and it's 4-0.
A minute 26 left to go. Arkansas realistically would probably love for this period to come to an end to go and regroup. They got to wait a minute 18, maybe take some momentum into the locker room. Patterson, backdoor, in front, Michigan able to clear it away. A golden opportunity for Arkansas that they weren't able to find the puck and get it in.
Yeah, and they were, and Remick was on the left side. It was a wide open net, but a great defensive play again from Michigan. They've been terrific in this period, and that's been the difference. They continue to do so.
Up inside, battling back out. McAtee, no correction, that's gonna, no, it is McAtee. McAtee with it. Into the offensive zone. Swipes it around the boards, going to his counterpart, Nodeline. Big hit delivered as he finishes his check. Long stretch pass up. Here comes Haynes way out of his net, about 10 feet out to knock that puck up. Pass over. Looking for Scherer. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Michigan still battling here. Gets it. Newton with it. Newton goes over. Another shot in. Hits off the side of the padding and goes behind the net. Over into Newton. The net comes off of its moorings And we'll see a face-off here with 12 seconds left to go in the second period.
And Haynes has faced a lot of shots in this period too, and obviously the 3 goals, but Michigan's just been overwhelming and firing on him in this period, and Remick really hasn't done a whole lot. He's been pretty quiet in this period, so the defense, a lot of blocks, give credit to Michigan there, but they've just been a different team in this second period.
High stick called on the Wolverines, so we'll see a face-off down in the Michigan defensive zone. Arkansas is going to have a chance here with 2 seconds left for a quick goal. It will be it has to be a shot off the face-off. Sometimes you'll see teams pull the goalie here to get the extra skater on, but Arkansas not electing to do that here with 2 seconds left. And Michigan wins the faceoff, so the buzzer will sound, and an end to a period that Arkansas has been waiting for since Michigan put 3 on them here in the second. They take a 4-0 lead into the intermission. Adjustments coming for Arkansas.
Yeah, definitely have to get some adjustments in this intermission, but man, Michigan, they came out as a different team in the second period, just 3 goals, and the defense as well, a handful of block shots. Remick was terrific as we expected, and that's been your difference in this period, and it shows on the scoreboard. That's why it's 4-0 here in favor of the Wolverines.
Second intermission underway. 20 more minutes left to go in this one. The winner moves on to the semifinals. Michigan holds that lead 4-0 over Arkansas. We'll be right back here on Hockey TV. Welcome back here to the New England Sports Center. Period number 3 between the Michigan Wolverines and the Arkansas Razorbacks underway here in the final pool play game for these two teams. The winner moves on to the semifinal matchup that will come on Monday. Matt Kibbe, Austin Grass with you here in rink number 4, the third of 4 games here on this rink. Michigan, a commanding 4-0 lead. They scored in the first and have not looked back.
Yeah, they haven't, and that second period was the game changer for Michigan. And if Arkansas wants any chance at moving on in this tournament, they have to have a major swing third period where they have to do what Michigan did in the second, and if not more. They need 4 goals at the very least to tie it without even letting up Michigan getting 1. So it's going to be a steep hill for Arkansas to climb. We know that they can do it with the talent that they have, but can they do it in a span of 20 minutes?
They need 4 goals. In their first 2 games, they scored 6 goals and then 5 goals. So it is possible. We know the offense is there, but the question is, can they do it in the final 19 minutes of play?
Right.
Michigan, 4 different goal scorers. It started with Owen DeVries back in the first, and then in the second, Logan Gare, James Newton, and Frederick Baldwin all scored, and that's where we sit now. All even strength goals, all goals that have happened with plenty of offense, one of them even on the breakaway.
Yeah, and a couple of great plays for Michigan offensively. What they've done really well is they've blocked a lot of shots, and they've gotten out in transition very fast, and it's just the speed of this Michigan team has caught up to Arkansas, and they've generated a lot of opportunities with that on the other end.
Arkansas trying to get into the offensive zone. They're hanging back in their defensive end behind their own netminder. They really have to kind of push here with Ethan Rogers having the puck. It's taken away for a moment by Michigan and then grabbed back over by Dylan Oderline. Might see Arkansas attempt a couple more stretch passes. They're having a player hang around their own blue line just in case, and now they have the numbers going in. Hershey to Ellis. Ellis, toe drag, and then lifts it off the stick of Baldwin into the protective netting. We'll see a face-off. Both teams going for a line change here. The Arkansas Razorbacks needing really something to get going. Romero, one of the defensemen in. Patterson's going to take the face-off up against Zhang, and Zhang had it tied up for a moment. Patterson able to get it back to Romero. Romero takes a shot. It hits off the body of a Wolverine. It had a goal on it, but then a body got in the way. Traffic in front of the net. Michigan's so good at making sure there's somebody in the shooting lane. Arkansas trying to work around it. The Razorbacks behind their own net, bringing it all the way up. McAtee, long pass over. It's tipped for just a moment, and then icing is going to be called as Borlitz couldn't get there in time. $17:15 left to go in the game. 4-0 is our score. Nothing that really anyone expected in this game. I had a strong feeling that it was going to be 0-0 going into this moment.
Yeah, we knew that the game plan coming into it was probably going to be defense more than anything and let the offense come naturally. That's what Michigan is really, looks like they've been really focusing on, taking care of the puck offensively and letting that kind of flow come naturally, but also being really sound and physical on the defensive side of the ice.
Michigan is taking a lot shorter shifts. That's one thing I've noticed in the first 3 or so minutes is they want to get off the ice and have fresh legs out there as much as possible. Arkansas had a moment to try and take advantage of it, but it got tied up behind their own net. Face-off will be on the left wing side. Back over, McAtee. Can't get it. Then it's knocked back in by Odeline. Left behind the net. Taken away by Lotz for the Razorbacks. Lotz wraps it around. McAtee has to step up, and then it's lifted and then rides the top of the glass before going all the way down in for an icing call on the Wolverines. Baldwin finds it off the face-off. Michigan lifts it and it goes into the penalty box. Actually, it's more of the scores table, but either way. 6:18 left to go. Face-off's going to be in the neutral zone right in front of the Michigan bench. Callum Stripling, the head coach for this Michigan Wolverine team, and he's done a fantastic job of keeping his team in this one and helping them get to a 4-0 lead. He's guided them to victories against Oakland and Florida Gulf Coast, and both of those games, close games, 4-1, 3-1. The game yesterday could have gone either way at any moment. Arkansas on the other side, led by Keller Sims, and he's done a fantastic job for him too. It's just a matter of, can his team believe in the confidence to come back into this game? .35 left to go here in regulation. Michigan walking the blue line. Shot over top of the goaltender. Back behind, still hanging on to it here is Connor Place. Place loses it. Arkansas gets it back. This is Zach Wilson. Wilson uses the boards to get it up to himself. And Wilson heads in on the attack. Gets taken down by Romper and then picked up on the far side by the skating Gare. Gare with Newton. Newton loses it. Now it's with Arkansas once again. Sugar Saware has it for a moment. Now Beggs backing for it. Gare takes it away. Number 26 for the Wolverines. Newton on the far side. Picked up by Sugar Sarway. Back down low. McLean with it. Newton takes it away. Newton has Beggs up top, but it's McAtee who gloves it and puts it back down on the ice. McAtee has it again. One of the alternate captains for this Razorback teams. Down low, Arkansas has done a good job of getting into the offensive zone. They just haven't been able to take any clean shots.
Yeah, they've been able to get down here in the majority of this third period. They've been in this zone. But the problem is Michigan's defense, as I've kind of talked about here, has just been so great and so poised that they're limiting those chances. And Remick, I don't even think has faced a shot yet this period. Maybe one or two.
Pace of play starting to pick up as Arkansas starts to feel the pressure of being down by 4 goals. Sprawling out was Trevor Callis to get into the offensive zone and force Arkansas to really have to work their way out. Callis loses it in the middle. McAtee with it. McAtee moving around, leaves it behind for Cruz. Cruz still shovels it down low. McAtee back into the middle. Shot saved by Remick with the glove, and then it hits off the netting.
Great opportunity there for Arkansas. Ellis was just waiting in front of the net, and Remick able to read him, feel his presence there, stick the glove out. A great save again from Remick. And it just shattered any chance there for Arkansas to get on the board.
13:27 left to go here in period number 3. Here at the New England Sports Center, ACHA Division III tournament play. The national championship on the line. That will be awarded on Tuesday. One of these teams has a chance. As of right now, Michigan in the driver's seat, up 4-0. Still have one more game left on this sheet of ice. It's the Grand Valley State University Lakers taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Michigan wins the face-off. Driven into the boards, needing a little help. That puck's still loose. Now it's tied up in a skate. Couple of sticks whack at it. Move around. Nobody there for Arkansas. They've only had one player be able to position themselves in front of the net. Michigan oftentimes has had 2. Hershey keeps it in the offensive zone. Knocks it in front of the slot area. Michigan trying to clear it out. They finally do. On the far side. Overline, it gets it in and then knocks it back out between the blue lines. Long pass over to Hershey. Hershey into the offensive zone, and Remick comes out of his net to stop it for a moment. Michigan able to regain control. Knocked back in by Estrada. Estrada goes after it below the goal line. Gets taken down. Delayed call coming. Strauss is going to go to the penalty box. Michigan not happy about the call, but Arkansas finally getting a power play. It will be their first of the game.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, it could have honestly might have went either way, but the referee had a better angle on it and going to get him for a tripping penalty here. Looks like, no, a high stick. So a high stick call. And going to the box is Strauss, and Arkansas fans making a little bit of noise here. 12:29. They need this one, though. They definitely need it. If they have any chance of getting back into it, this is their opportunity, and let's see if they can do it.
They need a goal to grab the momentum and cut the lead down to 3. Remember, the winner moves on to the semifinal matchup on Monday. McAtee shoots. Remick makes the save, but coughs up a rebound. Ellis able to play it along the boards. 5-on-4 hockey here for the next 95 seconds. Michigan tries to clear. They're not able to. Ellis sends it up. Wilson has to step up from the blue line. Then it's out of the zone. McAtee finds it. They'll have to reset. Going to go all the way back behind his goaltender. And with time ticking off the clock, Arkansas moving at a snail's pace. Wilson back to McAtee. McAtee into the offensive zone. McAtee wrister, and it's gloved by Remick.
Good opportunity for Arkansas. They started moving up, like you said, a little bit slower, but they were trying to generate their offense, and McAtee had a good look at it, but Remick on that glove side just so good and able to get that one with ease.
1 minute, 7 seconds left to go on the advantage for Arkansas, their first power play of the game in a must-score situation. Launched over, Banks tries to poke it into the offensive zone. Arkansas able to hang on to it. Back behind, into the offensive zone go the Razorbacks. Yesterday against Oakland, the power play unit for Arkansas, 1 for 4 on the day. They have 35 seconds left to work. Cruz into the offensive zone, leaves it for Borlis, and Borlis takes a shot. It goes off the netting. We'll see another face-off here with 29 seconds left in the advantage.
Another situation where Michigan gets bodies in front of the net, deflects pucks, and I've seen that a lot of pucks getting deflected up into the net and face-offs, but Michigan will take that all day, blocking the pucks and not letting any scoring opportunities, so they've done a great job at that, really limiting the chances, and that's why, a big reason why Arkansas still has a goose egg up there on the scoreboard.
Face-off 1, back behind the net now. McLean, the first one there, though. 5-on-4 here for the next 20 seconds. McAtee back on the ice, walking the blue line, hanging on to it, has Ellis coming up with him, goes down low now onto the stick of Sugaswarwe. McAtee back down to him. Can't hang on to it. Muhammad able to clear the zone. A big clear here with 5 seconds left to go. Michigan also the first one to the puck with Connor Place. Michigan kills off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. They're in the offensive zone now on the attack. Arkansas can't seem to find an answer to the Wolverines' success in the offensive zone. Another cover as Haynes almost lost it in front of the net. $10:20 left to go. We're taking our media timeout here at rink number 4 at the New England Sports Center. ACHA Men's Division III Hockey in the national tournament. Michigan taking on Arkansas 4-0 in favor of the Wolverines. Winner moves on to the semifinals on Monday. Matt Kibbe, Austin Grass with you in Austin. Michigan has been controlling this game, even though Arkansas has been getting some offensive chances now.
Yeah, Arkansas they look good. They look like they're in this game, but you look at the scoreboard and they're just not. And it's like, it's frustrating if you're Arkansas because you're doing all the right things, but the problem is Michigan has just capitalized on those little mistakes and they've taken advantage of it, and that's why they have the 4-0 lead. But Michigan, I think, just defensively, and also give a lot of credit to Remick. Those two things, the block shots and how good he's been in between the pipes, has really been the difference. And also that major second period where they had the whole momentum for the full 20 minutes.
Scored 3 goals in the second period alone. 1 goal in the first. That's what gives us a 4-0 Michigan lead. 10:20 left to go in the contest. Arkansas practically in desperation mode. They have to average a goal almost every 3 minutes or so, every 2 minutes, call it. And it's got to start now. But Mohammed takes it away. The Razorbacks still trying to clear their zone. Hershey gives it up. Now it's picked up by Estrada. Estrada into the offensive zone. This one lifted and goes out of play. We'll see a face-off here back in the Michigan defensive zone. Patterson's going to take this face-off for the Razorbacks. Remick has played on his head, but he's had a really good defense in front of him as well. Borlis finds it in the middle of the ice, sends it back to McAtee. McAtee, long stretch pass up, hit off of a Wolverine. No icing will be called. Patterson first one in on the forecheck. Looking for a little bit of help with Motor. Motor takes a hit. No arm goes up after the board hit, and now it's Borlis back into the middle of the ice. Hershey takes a shot, looking for a tip in front. Borlis couldn't get a good stick on it. Another shot in off the side, and then Remick is able to cover and hold.
Two great saves by Remick in the right place, and a couple pad saves, and able to keep Michigan with that 4-0 lead. But a couple line changes here, fresh legs coming out on the ice for both teams, and under 10 minutes now, more than halfway through this third period, and Arkansas, they, like you said, Matt, if they're going to do it, they got to do it now. And what could be your final 9 minutes here in this tournament, go out with everything that you have and full on guns blazing, don't stop.
Some confusion on the line change. Both teams arguing for players to stay on and some arguing for them to come off. Either way, we're back to hockey here. 9:20 left to go here in this third period. Arkansas trailing by 4 goals. They could use one right now. McAtee takes one. He had the goaltender beat but went too high. Blocked in front by Monaco as Zhang sends it in behind the net. Michigan electing to play a little bit more defense here, only sending one forechecker in. Now here comes the second with a little bit of backup in the likes of Connor Shee. Arkansas gets it back. 2 defenders on their back skate. Michigan ends up winning it in the neutral zone. Shee into the offensive zone. Puts on the brakes. Gets around. Takes a shot, but he whiffs on it. Arkansas trying to poke it out of the zone. Not able to. 8:40 left to go here in the third period of play. Shee with it. Wraps it around. Back over to the near side. Shot blocked in front by the Razorbacks. One defenseman back. This is Connor Place. Long pass over. Taken away by the Razorbacks. McAtee with it. McAtee trying to cut through 4 defenders. We have a delayed call coming on the Wolverines. They finally touch it, and we're going to see a second penalty here in the third period. A tripping call, and the Wolverines back on the penalty kill. Arkansas needs it.
Yeah, they definitely do. A big play here. A penalty. I think they're going to get Kaus, it looks like.
Trevor Callis heading to the sin bin.
Trevor Callis. So Callis is going to go sit, and a tripping call. Arkansas here, 8 minutes. You need a goal every 2 minutes or so, and here we go. A second power play of the third period for the Maroon Razorbacks, and see if they can get one.
Remick slides in front, keeps the puck out of the net, and Arkansas with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this game. They got 1:50 to work on the power play. You got to score here. Trying to get within 3. Back down low. Michigan defensively standing tall. Baldwin puts it out of the zone, and they'll let Ellis chase after it for the Razorbacks. All the Wolverines hanging in the neutral zone. They'll let Arkansas break out here. The more time they wait, the more time they waste. Ellis back to McAtee. McAtee up the middle to the blue line. McLean can't get it into the offensive zone. Looking for a little bit of help. Doesn't get it. Michigan clears it once again. Haynes has to come out of his net. Settles it in front. McAtee, the first one there. He settles behind his net. McAtee looking for the outlet pass. Goes over to Cruz. Cruz on the right wing side. Into the offensive zone. looking to get it down low. He finally is able to. Schreier to the one there. Back up to Cruz at the point. Cruz slides it into the middle. Back on Cruz in the right faceoff circle. Backhand shot over the shoulder of the goaltender, Remick. Michigan's going to find it. They're going to try and clear it. It hits off the skate or stick of Hershey and goes all the way down into their defensive zone. 35 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Down on the ice, the Wolverine. Arkansas ends up back with it. They have 25 seconds to work. Cross ice pass. Scherer with it. Loses it. Tied along the dasher board. Still trying to get it are the Wolverines, but Arkansas wins that battle. Cruz has it. Leaves it at the point. Hershey takes a shot. Goes over top of the glove of Remick. Still trying to find it. Trying to keep it in. Just falls off and in, out of the offensive zone. Everybody has to come back, and Arkansas is going to move to 0-2 on the power play as Garrett delivers a big hit on Cruz. Another shot. Hits off the side of the net. Hershey up at the point. Another wrister. In front, loose. Remick slides and puts it away. Arkansas 0 for 2 on the power play now, and it did not look as successful as they might want it to. Michigan was able to clear a couple of times.
Yeah, another difference in this one, how great the penalty kill has been for Michigan. And a couple blocks in that one and a couple great clears able to really limit the chances for Arkansas. So 5:42 and time is winding down here if you're Arkansas.
4-0 the score. Arkansas season on the line. Win or go home. Back over, McAtee. He's able to shovel it into the offensive zone. Michigan gets it out. Back to McLean. McLean whiffs on the pass attempt. Into the offensive zone goes Connor Shee, and then it's back over in the middle of the ice between the blue lines. And DeVries sends it in, and he'll go for a change. 5 minutes left to go in the contest. Wilson has it. Wilson into the offensive zone. Coming, the first one there. Forecheck on with Wilson. A little bit of help from McLean. He gets bodied, though. Stepping up from the blue line. That was O-line. O-line gives it over. McLean gets swiped from underneath, and Michigan gets it back. Lifts it out. McAtee, the first one there at his own blue line. Settles with it. Moves around. Gets around 3 defenders of the Wolverines. Then trips on his own. Patterson has it now. Middle of the ice pass. Trying to find a teammate to get into the offensive zone. Michigan able to clear again. Icing, yes. Almost was a race for it to turn it into a play to continue on. And with 4:19 left to go, Arkansas just not able to get shots.
Not able to get anything really starting or forming in their own zone. 2 power plays as well, but again, a lot of credit to how tough Michigan has been getting bodies in front of the net and how great Remick has been all night. We can't stop talking about that, but yeah, Arkansas just has not had the opportunities, and when you don't have all the opportunities, you're not going to get goals.
Michigan sound defensively. There's a delayed call coming, as a tripping call is going to be assessed to Kyle Cruz. And that mountain just gets a little bit steeper when you're down a man and you need something going offensively.
Yeah, you can hear Cruz trying to plead his case to the referee, saying he was holding him the whole time, but that's the thing, you get frustrated when you're down 4 and 4 minutes left, and just a bad penalty there. So Arkansas, the hill just keeps getting steeper for the Razorbacks.
4 minutes left to go in the contest. 5-on-4 advantage for the Wolverines. They don't need a goal. They just need the time to run out. Razorbacks have to clear. Not able to. Kept in at the point by Connor Place, and here's a hit coming in.
That's another penalty.
Another penalty on the Razorbacks. They'll finally touch it, and we're going to see 5-on-3. A cross check is the call with 3:49 left to go, and Michael Ellis heads to the box.
Yeah, it was a clear cross check. Ellis had his man up against the boards and just totally took the stick and pushed him right into those boards. And so he's going to go sit 5-on-3. And Never say never, but it's a pretty tough situation for Arkansas to get themselves out of right now.
A long 5-on-3. It's going to last 1 minute and 42 seconds. Again, Michigan has no need to score if they can just control the puck. Arkansas clears it away. They can't really do anything other than get the puck away from their net and prevent another goal from going on the board. Only 3 skaters on the ice. 5 skaters for the Wolverines for another 1 minute and 15. Back into the middle, intercepted, knocked away. There's a chance if Arkansas can take it. Sugaswarwe sends it in, and Remick is going to cover. No call as he was taken down.
Yeah, Sugaswara had his name beat and was able to get to that net quickly, but he fell down, and Arkansas fans want to call. They're like, you just called 2 on our guys. Why can't we get one there? But I think it was just a play with 2 guys who were aggressive with the puck, and one guy lost his footing. But I don't know if it was anything really penalty-wise. But so we play on 5-on-3 here in the Michigan zone.
3 minutes, 5 seconds left. Baggs has it for the Wolverines. Wrapping around and taken down. 3 minutes left to go, 50 seconds left of the 5-on-3. Then Michigan still has about 20 seconds left of 5-on-4. In the middle of the ice, Arkansas trying to get it out of the zone, not able to. Stick lifted by the Wolverines as Logan Gare still has it. Back down low, side pass in. Baggs looking for it, still loose. Call is waved off, no goal as the whistle was blown, and a cover for Sam Haynes keeps this at a 4-0 game.
A really good save by Haynes there, able to pick up on the opposite wing, who was just ready for that one to go, and a great save for Haynes. Probably one of the better ones of the night, and it comes with 2:39 left in the third period, but keeping his save percentage down just a little bit.
2:39 left to go here. 32 seconds left of 5-on-3 hockey. Arkansas wins the faceoff. High Stickings call, and we'll see a faceoff once again. Another draw coming up. It's going to go all the way back into the Wolverine defensive zone, and an offensive chance for the Arkansas Razorbacks, but only 3 skaters on the ice. One of them is their best skater in McAtee.
And we talked about how good he has been for this squad.
Over to Baggs. Baggs had it for a moment, then lost it, sent down the length of the ice, and Remick is going to settle it in front of his own net. 5 seconds left of 5-on-3 hockey. Michigan still has control of it. There goes the first penalty. Still 15 seconds left to work. Stick lifted. Arkansas trying to get it back with Cruz, not able to. Michigan hanging on to it. Second penalty about to expire. Michigan still has control of it. Back in, and they score right as the penalty expired. Make it 5-0. It was Michael North. North has his 3rd goal of the postseason.
Yeah, great play by North. He was able to get that one-timer right in the middle of the zone. A good feed from, I believe it was Andrew Beggs, who fed him on that one, and North able to put the dagger in, and 5-0 here. Michigan has just looked terrific in this hockey game defensively and clearly offensively with 5 goals. Goaltender to defense to offense. Michigan has just been rolling and definitely earned that spot in the semifinals.
1:48 left to go until the Wolverines can celebrate winning Pool C. Welch with it. Back in. Still looking for possession here are the Razorbacks. Just trying to find something to take away from this season. Arkansas is offsides though. Long pass to the far side. 90 seconds left in this contest. Michigan coming in and stomping the Razorbacks by a 5-0 score. Welch with it, tied up. Arkansas trying to get out of their zone. They're able to. Michigan looking to take on the winner of Pool B. We'll know who that is after tonight's game with Grand Valley State taking on the Fighting Irish. Purdue is waiting, looming behind Grand Valley State. If Notre Dame is able to take them down, then Purdue makes it. If Grand Valley State wins, they move on.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a hockey contest, too. You expect the bagpipes for that one?
You know, yesterday after they took the loss, they might not want the bagpipes. Might have brought some bad luck.
It might have been the bad luck, you're right. But, yeah, talk about a matchup in that one. And you expect to see Purdue here hanging around waiting as well because, as you said, they're only in if Notre Dame can get that win.
They'll be the biggest Irish fans after being Irish haters yesterday, as it's going to be a score. Sugasarwe isn't going to let this game go unanswered. He scores. It's 5-1.
Yeah, great play by Sugasarwe. He read the defenders easily and generated a lot of room with his speed. He's just so quick and able to bury that one, get over the right pad of Remick. So Remick, no shutout for him tonight, but I'm sure he would take a win and a trip to the semifinals any day over a shutout like that. So
he's given up only one goal in each game. That's 3 goals allowed in all of pool play. He's going to be really tough to beat in that semifinal.
Yeah, he is. 3 goals in this tournament, and of course the 1 goal tonight. But Michigan's going to really enjoy this one, and they're going to celebrate tonight, and especially on that day off tomorrow.
That's the big thing. Everybody gets a day off on Sunday before the semifinal and championship match on Monday and Tuesday. Michigan wins this one by a final score of 5-1. And what a game by the Wolverines. They dominated.
Yeah, they did. And you look back at the scoreboard and how this game turned out, it really came down to that second period was that game-changing play. They had the 1 goal in the first period, but then they had 3 in the second, and Arkansas just couldn't come out of the hump and get over it. So a lot of credit to Michigan. This is a very good hockey team and very excited to see how the rest of their tournament plays out in the semifinals.
5 different goal scorers for this team. It started back in the first period with Owen DeVries. Then in the second, 3 goal scorers, Logan Gare, James Newton, and Frederick Baldwin. And then here in the third, Michael